Thank you very much. Let's go live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Intelligent RPA online track. This is the second edition. We are doing great here. This is the session number 4 of the day. If you miss some session, please go back and see the replays anytime. And then we have here today Antonio Bergamaschi. He's going to present automatic sales order. We have also Ludwig and Stacy right now is going to present what's good in SAP Community.
Thank you, Marcel. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning to all of you out there. Thank you so much for allowing me to talk about the SAP community, Marcel. And thank you for, I want to put a recognition to you. Thank you so much for all that you do for the SAP community as being an SAP champion. So for those who don't know me, I'm Stacy Fish. I work on our SAP community team, specifically focusing on our influencers who make up our SAP champions, like Marcel here, and our SAP mentors. And so for those that are not aware of the community, that's we've got 3 million members of the community, and in of which individuals such as Marcel, we have created the SAP Champions program. And just like Marcel is doing here, he is an individual, a contributor to the SAP ecosystem and to the community. His distinguished experiences and expertise helps provide knowledge and sharing and passion for the community. And so events like this today, this online track that he has organized for all of us, is just one example of the many contributions that the champions do for the community. So if you haven't joined the SAP community or you're not aware of it, Marcel and I put links in here to help you understand a little bit more about the community, how to get engaged. And if you'd like to learn more about the Champions and Mentor program, I'm here, I'm available. Information's on the community webpage, but please know that I'm here and enjoy the event today's session. And again, Marcel, Ludwig, thank you so much for all that you do for us. We appreciate you.
Thank you, Stacy, for your explanation about the SAP community and the Champions program. So just to remind you once again that this is the second edition of Insight Track, which we are running for exclusively for Intelligent RPA. Because why we are running exclusive for Intelligent RPA is the RPA is the next technology where SAP has stepped up and delivering a lot of automation and robust programs to us. So in order to upskill yourself, in order to share the knowledge or technology to you all, so we are scheduling this inside tracks for exclusive for RPA technology. So already in the link in the description, you can find the sessions for all the 5 sessions which we have scheduled for today. And also you can watch the first edition of the Intelligent RPA where industry experts and even RPA product owner Peter has spoken regarding the RPA bots and all the things, and many other experts has been spoken. So I just want to welcome Antonio to start the session and share his presentation regarding the sales automation process. Thank you everyone for joining, and over to you, Antonio.
Ludwig?
Yeah, Antonio, you are good to go.
I have some problem here.
Oh, okay.
Okay, sorry.
Regarding screen share or?
Yeah, I can share my screen now. Okay.
Sorry, I have to enable you. Can you see the share screen button?
Yeah, if my site is available to share screen.
Right now you can. I think you can right now.
Okay, this is the problem.
Can you see the green button down there?
Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah, we can see.
It's okay now?
Yes, we can see.
Okay,
Okay, we can see it.
good. Thank you, Marcel. Thank you, Ludwig and Stacy, for joining. I'm Antonio Bergamaschi. I have experience in the SAP, participate in some projects in Germany, Austria, Brazil, Argentina, and some years strategic management projects for different topics and using ECC and since last year's SAP S/4HANA. Involved in FIORI and intelligent RPA. Sorry. Well, I cover and today this agenda, brief overview for sales automation, orders, business benefits, key process flow, best practices, trial version free, and process execution. The solution overview for intelligent RPA by support the SAP Cloud platform using Desktop Studio, SAP Cloud Factory, bot starting, and servers and desktop agent. Is it possible to connect to others SAP softwares or digital information like success factors, Ariba, Concur, Fieldglass, and using no application SAP or third party or legacy application, web application, or internal portals. To use this, it's necessary interaction and the user's interface and the API. A lot of APIs provided by SAP standard, and some is necessary to adopt it for different requirements to customer. The intelligent RPA accelerates the digital transformation business and process this automatically, replacing, replicating tedious and actions. And the best practice, intelligent RPA provide pre-built-in contents. It's a very good solution for different topics, let's say in the section today for finance, procurement, data migration, and automation tools. Our comment is to utilize UI interface and the API to obtain good performance and good development. To use the automation of sales orders, the SAP bot provides a folder for Excel file for incoming for subject for customers or different situations. The sales orders attached in the Excel spreadsheet in transformation this and the API process is a second step. And the API extract this information structure and send the request, and then create the sales orders and the notification. In this case, for notification, necessary to set up the emails. In both cases, for ACC or SAP HANA Cloud. It's a good opportunity to integration. I prepare here, and there's some links to our guys and the bot that's provided for SAP. And this documentation, you have a lot of pre-building information and that good documentation. I show brief this. Oops. And about building, there is in the end of the appendix or the description, is a good for B2B scenarios and as internal sales apps to form the Excel sheet. Internal sales apps can create this order and have consuming minimum time and error-prone process, which adds unnecessary manual efforts. It's relevant in this case. There is SAP notes to support this information. That link, good example and the information to provide and customizing these requirements. There is an overview highlight of the problem and the benefits and the skill description that I mean in this case. In the RPA, you have a good overview opportunities and the intelligent RPA platform setup, search and deploy pre-built bot, build and run your one. Based on information, SAP best practices, you have 4 or 8 weeks, waiting weeks to implement. It's mean 1 or 2 months to implement a good solution to provide the sales orders, depending requirements of the customers or the intelligence, especially here and some countries like in Brazil, you take good attention and the tax legals is very, very difficult to attend in this. This is an overview of the diagram of the bot. It's necessary some cloud factory desktop studio, like I mentioned, and some talks specific technical information is necessary to create a good team, like technical team, business team, functional team, to provide this solution. This is an overview, highlight scope to implement all solution in the end user and the application, that requirements, SAP or no SAP applications for a specific business or Ariba, Concur, and so on. Based on cloud connector is possible. You can use the new BTP, Business Technology Platform, and authorization for the security 2.0 service. Connect service is other requirement, and the business service like documentation, information extraction, document classification, business entity recognition. And the last versions SAP provide automation. Example you see in the next steps to convert the PDF files to sales orders. And the SEC is very difficult in the first version, and now it's possible to use the intelligent RPA. Some benefits. The companies consider to time saving, eliminate human error, cost saving, enable remote working. Is possible to execute from any site. Easy customization because use the best practice considering the documentation for SAP. Quick ROI because you can implement in 2 months. Compliance management to attend different accounts or different business. Enhance buyer-supplier relationship. In this case, the supplier can send the PO purchase number, can convert it to sales order using RPA. It's easy governance and some topics you have information step by step. It's possible to see the information exactly. If you have error or nothing, you can correct this information. It's very, very good. Considering to implementing the intelligent RPA, the best practice SAP recommendation is very good. This is the last version for this month. The small time-consuming administrative taskings and invoicings. In time, these documents normally end up your inbox in PDF or in desk as a paper. It's very common nowadays. The suppliers send the papers, email, and so on, and the sales reps internally in the company can convert this by sales order and can control and guarantee the information is correct. In this case, this bot can control this information and provide stability. Last year and during this, you provide a big project in this company, since in Brazil, to implement some aspects of the RPA. The guys sent sales orders by CVS or Excel spreadsheet and convert this to sales order. After this, the SAP using API send the number of the sales orders to supplier or the sales reps. You can create traceability for both sides. It's mean in the next step, like the deliveries, invoices, especially here in Brazil, the nota fiscal, the sales reps is informed by emails and the portal, and the sales guarantee the quality of the information. Supplier receive all the time this information online when the SAP provide like the delivery, send a new email to the guys, provide the data, the quantity, amounts. When create the billing documents is the same. It's a good implementation and try to provide the agile idea, agile framework. It means you provide the MVP. It's a minimum value provided. The guys can check, okay, you sent the file, you receive, check this in the system, it's okay. Next step, you accept this for a minimum and consider this, it's okay. Also, the agile methodology, you get this from Activate methodology and implemented this. You combine and create this aspect for this project. These are other recommendations for best practices. The automation using by design to access the user out of the box. SAP provide the good tools to provide and show the business and the sales apps, the supplier, the minimum information. You can 3-4 days create a business case and using these tools, show the business, you can get a feedback, correct this, provide a new section, correct this, and so on. It's very, very good. And the internal intelligent robot, you need to license for customers and Western costs. It's dependent on the types, okay? This is a simple employee to must perform every day repetitive and time consuming. Download and classify all attachments from your mailbox before processing day and create sales order from purchase, like I mentioned. Key process flow. The sales apps store the customer order Excel file in the input folder. The specific folder is very important to guarantee the information you receive. The bot extracts the sales order data from Excel and creates the sales using API. The success executed file is moved to another folder, and guys involved in the process receive information to inform this. Okay. SAP will also provide a free version or IPR automation. It's very interesting. You can create your accounting, your password, some topics, and create your free version to guys for first experience. Okay, it's very, very good. There is this free short video in YouTube provided by SAP, some instructions to create this free version to intelligent RPA. In this case, automatic sales order, you can see this block and the 4G5. And this provides some documentations, the process to automations, the sales. For this version, 809, 1909, 22, and 2008 that provide SAP released this month. Here is some documentations like SAP notes, considering a template, create sales order, Excel files, and script for the test, the automation, and recommendation best practices from SAP site. It's very good documentation, and can I recommend that you read this before to start your first bot using the SAP nodes, using this instruction for SAP. Intelligent Report overview. There is a short video provided by SAP. It's very good to see you. Some instructions is very, very good. And now also SAP Delivery RPA 2.0. In this case, there is a new release strategy. It's a good information. I provide this documentation here. It's very good for everyone. Another topic again, including this section, is about FIORI Automation. FIORI is a very, very good strategy from SAP. There is a lot of new apps, and now you can use FIORI apps standard to automation creation of sales order. Here there is a link for this. This is 4920, the create sales order automate extraction. There is a good information on this FIORI. In this case, you can use the app standard using the similar idea. Internal sales apps can create the sales order using the PDF. PDF is uploaded to the system, and this information you can extract it and sharing this information for all guys involved in this process. This is a good flow. You can see this in the FIORI documentation. You upload the file, extract the file data, propose field values like standard, like the company type of sales orders and so on. If you have some problem, you can retry this extraction information. Now upload it again. If you have data incomplete, it's possible to correct this information, sales orders, and after this, you can connect it and send it to emails for guys. There is an overview of FIORI. It's a big challenger for the companies. It's common to receive by email, for internet, or call, and so on. And the internal reps create this, it transforms into PDF, and anywhere at the moment when it can possible for any way. Here I provide a good video for SAP site, demonstrate this creation. Okay. There is a prerequisite for FIORI automation to create your sales orders, upload the file, edit sales orders is optional. It depends on the if you have a problem with the first tests or integration tests and so on, create sales orders and the authorization management. In this case, it's possible to integration the create of sales order to other FIORI apps and the scope item for X-line and the structured data. There is a reference for FIORI provided by SAP, document information extraction, and best practice is copy item for X9 to convert and structure information like PDF data to sales orders. Okay. This shows the step by step to create the sales orders, and this layout SAP suggests to use step by A, B, and so on. You can consider this for your implementation. This is the second step, the upload file. And before uploading more specific company code and another information, you can retry and review this information. It is very good in case of a problem or the first implementation for unit test or integration tests. The next steps, create sales orders, the best data, social party sales organization, product, best quantity, sales order type. It's necessary to adapt it according to the company and the business. You can see after this the information, display document, item data. Instead of using the VA or 2 or 3 to see the sales order, you can directly see this information. You can check this about the PDF to validate this. And after this, you can create and send information to sales order. Is good process, success process. Authorization management, it's mean the type of sales order, company code. SAP provide standard information. You can use the SAP HANA to means your tests, like the company code, products, customers, and so on. I collected from SAP some informations and query answers for 2 or 3 topics here. About the wide information to be maintained in a target system on-premise, on cloud, or standard bots. The typical configuration require activation for API. It's first step, or creation of business user with specific access right for using user interface. The configuration step explaining with the step-by-step provided by intelligent RPA and bot store by SAP. The intelligent RPA need FIORI interface or can still use even not making the FIORI. Intelligent RPA also supports SAP E, is very, very important this. However, especially the S4, it's recommended to use API-based and FIORI interaction. It's necessary to see informations for standard or depending on the version that you're using to implement the RPA bots that require a specific FIORI apps. It is very important to mention. You can combine, in this case, the intelligent RPA, FIORI, implementing workflow management, Mindbox, and FIORI. Cloud Studio tools, is additional desktop studio. This intelligent RPA Cloud Studio provides HTML-based solution. It's a package, user task, SAP flow that I mentioned is very more in the SAP Cloud Studio 2 user guide and the Cloud Factory. I recommend you to read this information. Can you use this out of box to using ECC? Yes. There are bots that for specific ECC available in the SAP store. You can implement it. There are information here on the site of SAP for intelligent RPA. You can find informations or create these bots in the ECC. Here is a combination of ideas of bots available using APIs versus user interface and FIORI. You can see the information in this link. Or other information, you can see bots according types, automation, and presentation in this link, depending on industry or finance aspects or sales orders, commercial, and so on. I provide documentation for scope item for X time, create a sales order process diagram, and the solution for PDF file. You can see this about the information in this presentation. Okay, Marcelo, and good week.
Thank you very much, Antonio, for your wonderful session. And there is a one particular question saying that whether the customer needs to buy a new product and license for RPA, or it is coming along with any other products.
It is necessarily licensed, and some topics you can, I mentioned, the best way you create the free account, okay, for your first experience. After this, you can buy from SAP license or buy a specific bots or sales orders or finance and so on.
Okay, those are the questions. So, Marcel, any comments or anything?
Oh, great, great. There's a comment from Cindy Rodan. She's looking for PDFs, documentations about the presentation and the topic. As you have showed here, Antonio, lots of PDFs, right?
Right.
And down here in the description, we have all links from your social media, LinkedIn, and then SAP Community. And are you free to answer any question, Antonio? Can you share also the current presentation there?
Based on the experience and the RPA and the FIORI automation, it's a good way for the company, okay? It's implementing, it's very, very good. It reduce the time, reduce the errors, and the customers after this, the business is a good way. I provide here in the chat this link, and this presentation Marcel can provide and share for everyone to participate in this community.
Okay, okay, awesome. Great, Antonio, great.
Okay.
Thank you very much for joining us. And great presentation, lots of good contents. Then right now we are going to have our last presentation. We are going to switch classes, right? And this room is going to be closed after we finalize here our session. Then we are going to join in another room. All of you that are participating, you can see at the description down here, all the links that refers to every session. If you missed any other session from the day, you can see the replays here as you want. This is stored here in the live track channel. Also, if you already did not submit to follow the channel, please do it. And if you like the content, please thumbs up at the video also, okay? And okay, any other comments, Antonio?
Thank you, Marcel. Thank you, Ludwig, for this opportunity. And the Auf Deutsch, vielen Dank.
Okay, I will try to translate afterwards.
Vielen Dank is muito obrigado for Brazil. Thank you very much, English people. Gracias por todos por la invitación.
Thank you a lot, Antonio.
Thank you.
Ludwig, any final words? Something to comment?
No, actually, that's really great session, Antonio, and a lot of information has been shared by you, and even the participants has gained a lot of information. And thank you, audience, for joining and taking your valuable time even during the weekends. So as we are having the next and last session for this second edition coming up in 8:30 p.m. in Indian time and Brazilian time. So see you all in the next video. Thank you very much.
Yes, amazing. Thank you, guys. See you next session.
Thank you.
The last session of the day. Thank you.